You've been learning about how to budget, you're thinking about some changes you want to make in your family budget, and now it's time to convince your significant other to join you in this exciting journey. So, how do you do it? Hi, I'm Lena, and today I am talking about how to get your husband on board with your new frugal living plan. This, of course, is easier said than done because normally opposites attract. If one of you loves to save money, the other one may love to spend money. If one of you grew up pretty affluent, the other one of you might have grown up with nothing. So your viewpoints and your background and your ideas about money are totally opposite. I was inspired to do this video after I watched The Minimal Mom, and she did a budget about how to actually get your husband on board with minimalism. And I was like, how is this different or the same with money? If you want to be part of the Money at Home community, please hit that subscribe button. First up is grow together. If you've been learning about money through books or podcasts, share them with your husband. So I really love reading print books, but my husband really likes listening to books. So I'm like, hey, I'm reading this book right now. Do you want to listen to it? And then you can grow together and kind of be on the same inspirational path. If you are inspired by a particular YouTuber or a particular writer, share that with your spouse and see if you can get them to watch the same things as you. The next way to get your spouse on board with your new frugal living plan is to sell the dream. If you just start talking about how you want to start slashing the budget and stop going on vacation and start reducing all your bills, that's just not very much fun. But sell where you want to go. Tell them about what it would be like to be debt-free. Tell them about what your dream of retiring is, what it will be like when you're retired, what you're going to do when you're retired, what kind of trips you want to take because you'll be able to because you paid off all your debt. Sell the dream and dream together. One of my favorite things to do with my husband is to dream. We have a financial dream session. What do we want to do? What would it be like if we were in a different financial place? And what would that enable us to do? What would we want to do? So dream big and sell them on that dream. Next up, this is the first one that my husband mentioned when I said that I was filming this video, is blow money. Make sure that there is still room in your stringent budget for blow money. Money that each person can unapologetically spend however they please, no guilt, no one telling them to not do it. Just spend it however you would like on whatever hobby or thing looks cool to you. So blow money is so important for us to keep on track and also to want to do this frugal lifestyle. Be patient with this process. And the Minimal Mom talked about how it took her husband 5 years to start slowly becoming a minimalist. So this takes time. So you can't just think that 1 week your husband will just be like, yes, let's do this 100%. It really could take a while. So be patient. This is a process of becoming a frugal family. While you're being patient, do what you can on your end. See if you can negotiate some of your bills lower. See if you can save a little money here for a fun trip. Also, on the lines of being patient is consider the different childhoods that both of you came from. What were the messages that your parents gave you about money, and how are those different from the messages that your spouse got from their parents about money? This can be so different, and this really affects how you spend your money. Sometimes it can be really small little things and you're like, why do you always insist on doing it that way? And it's because they never had that as a kid, or they never felt like they could go on a trip, so now they want to take all the trips. Or they don't want to be restricted because they felt so restricted as a child. Or maybe they felt guilty about money as a child, so that makes them spend or save in a certain way. So exploring those with your spouse can be so useful into understanding each other, growing your relationship, and helping you move forward with how you're going to reach your money goals. The Minimal Mom touched on this, and that was to use different words. So don't say things like, we need to restrict our spending, we need to slash our budget, we need to cut our budget in half. That sounds really negative. What kind of positive words can we associate with budgeting and planning for our future? So maybe you want to talk about being financially free. Maybe you want to talk about being free from debt. Using positive words can really help as we start to think about a budget. Discover what the bad words in money for your spouse are. Perhaps budgeting is a bad word to them. So how can we use a different word to talk about budgeting? How can we reframe these things? And share resources with your spouse, kind of like you were learning together from the books, either that be Audible or print. Also share videos that really inspired you or really lit a fire under you. So check out Our Rich Journey. They retired early and moved to Portugal, and it's so fun to watch what they're doing with their retired life. And that can really give you a vision of what it could be like. The Minimal Mom was talking about having YouTube videos playing in the background, like so that your spouse will like subconsciously listen accidentally. But I like to be a little bit more straightforward so that no one feels like I'm tricking them. Be like, hey, you should watch this with me. Or sometimes I'm just watching a video and they're there. I'm hesitant to try to be too sneaky because, you know, my husband can pick up on that also. So sometimes if I watch a video and I really loved it and I was like, oh man, we should be able to do this if we save in this way or invest in this way. It'll be so cool. Share that with them. Share all your intentions and your dreams and your thoughts about that. Share with us in the comments what worked for you and your spouse that helped you guys get on the same page about money. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on what's coming up. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.